Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you. Lalit and I are here to tell you about the stars. Well, Lalit is here to tell you about the stars. I'm here to tell you about something else, anything else other than astrology. I'm such
What the
so bad
stars
at
are going to be doing in your life is what she's going to be telling you.
that.
How
Yeah.
it applies, how it will apply for you.
And we have a little bit of an announcement we're going to make today and throughout, but we're going to change from 6 p.m. Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific. So that'll be a little earlier for everybody. And my animals would like that. All my animals. And I have a new member, Cheryl. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Appreciate that. Going to be doing some more members only. Some of my collaborators that I collaborate with are doing their members. So we're joining members and having a good time. It's a smaller group and we're face to face. It's really fun. But I will make sure I'm going to put the banner up and prepare for, if you want a reading, I'm going to, it's called Stars. I'll put it up here real quick. It's good. It's big. Stars, hashtag stars. Hi, Delphi, Tiffany, Donna. Again, you're going to get sick of me. Don't do that. You're going to get sick of me. CJ is here. Sandra. Excuse me. Donna. Zelina. I'm going from the bottom up. Charlie, Sage of Fire. God bless you. Marby, I got your donation. Thank you so much. You're the first one to get a reading. And you wanted a general. You know, those are my favorite. Appreciate that. I mean, any of them I can do, but I like the generals. Yay, hashtag stars. Mary Thornberry, thank you for coming in. Lalit, tell me, my dear. Langus, a member. You're my new member. Oh, thank you so much. When I call, if you win, Langus, or anybody, if you win, we're going to ask you if you're here. If you could just put your birthday in there, then I can do some numerology for you. So Peggy is here. Donna says, was a great meeting and definitely learned a lot in the members meeting. Thank you so much for that shout out. I really appreciate that. Oh, I will never tire of you. Oh my goodness. I love you so much. You're the best. And okay, so Lily, how was your week?
Well, pretty hectic. My son is a good example of an astrology example because he's got Pisces rising and Aries in the first house, and we've got right now all that stuff in Aries. That's where your physical body is located on your horoscope. So his physical body is where all those planets are, Saturn and Mars together. Oh boy, we know what that means. That's accident time, and he's had 2 big accidents. So he had another one this week. And what is Pisces rules? The feet. And he's diabetic, so his feet are the weak point of his body. So this week he had a drawer full of heavy silverware fall on his ankle. He thought he broke his ankle. The doctor said, well, if the swelling doesn't go down, you're going to have to go in the hospital. So I went over with my arthritis medicine topical that I have that I've used. It's not for accidents really, but it's topical cream you can apply. It's less harmful and brings down the swelling. So with a lot of treatments, the swelling went down, and today he's feeling better.
Did the swelling go down?
Yes, it went down, but it was bad. His foot was 3 times the size of normal, and this was right on top of the hot boiling oil accident he'd happened had a week ago. So, oh my gosh! So it's a really
Was it
good
the same
example.
leg?
Yes. So Pisces is your feet, and Saturn, which is there on top of it, is your bones, and Mars together is likelihood of an accident or injury there. And it's a perfect example, classic textbook example of what could happen. But he's really, today is the first day that he's moving around and feeling much better.
Awesome. Hi, Danny.
But that was my
Good
week.
to see
I
you.
am so tired. When we're done here, I'm just going to go to bed. I'm not kidding. I really am. It's been so hectic, but it has a happy ending, and that's what happened in my life this week was mostly that, and I have a lot of everything was going well. My kiddies, my students, everyone's doing good.
Awesome. 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 Donna says prayers for
Thank
recovery for your son.
you. Amadeo
Cheryl.
is his name. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
Amadeo.
that.
Oh, Cheryl, we just got out of a 1.5 hour members meeting where I was reading Cheryl. You became a member. I really appreciate that so much. Sandra came in. Salima's here. I might. Maria Ruiz is here. Ruiz. I had you correct me in my mind. So that's you're everywhere for me.
I said it. Yeah.
Peggy, it's good to see you, sweet. So what we do here, for those who are new, we the first 20 minutes or so, Lalit gives a presentation about the energies for the stars for the week, and then after that, I come in and do some readings, and she joins me sometimes. So why don't I, without further ado, go ahead and leave. Leave you alone to do your work, your magic.
Go say hi to Jojo.
I know he's really loud tonight. I got to shut the door. Okay.
Oh, I bet he's going to be loud this week. We got a big full moon coming up. Animals and children really respond to this. So hi, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. It's so wonderful to be with you all, and it's always the high point of my week, and I always feel so uplifted after we see each other here. And today we're going to keep talking about what we have been talking about, the energy of transformation and the great awakening of humanity that we've been talking about for some months now. And the energy's been gradually ramping up. Have we been feeling it? Yes, no, maybe you think, wow, it's been hectic and so many things happening. Everything's exploding all at once in all areas, everything all at the same time. And it's been hard, to deal with this energy. But I believe that future historians will look back at this week here as the true turning point. Because even though we signed up for this roller coaster ride and we've been on the ride, actually, even though it seems like things are moving so fast, we're actually, like, we just got on the roller coaster, and you know how it starts going uphill slowly, really slow uphill finally, and then you get started. Well, we're still on the beginning of the ride. We haven't got to the fast part yet, and that is my prediction is that it's happening this week. Things are starting. We're going to hit the summit of the roller coaster hill, and we're going to start the way down, and things are going to really speed up. Yes, you didn't think it's possible. I mean, it doesn't seem possible. It seems like we're going as fast as we can, but nope. It's going to be a real humdinger of a period. It's going to be really interesting. Uranus is going into Gemini in 2 days. Uranus is the planet of revolutionary change. Sudden change. In the tarot, it would be exemplified by the Wheel of Fortune. So what was up is now down, and what was down is now up, and it changes suddenly. And that's happened. It's already beginning to feel it, but it's happening in 2 days. And after that, we're going to have the full moon in Scorpio. So we are going to find that this is the beginning of our true evolution as a species, and it's like we're changing from Homo sapiens sapiens. We're going to evolve eventually into Homo galacticus. Some children who are already born on this planet have already been born with these unusual characteristics that are pointing us to our future, but we are really evolving into a brand new species. And this Uranus is going to be in Gemini for 7 years through 2033. And that is exactly coincides by coincidence with the period of open disclosure, which is beginning the very seeds of it now. We're feeling some glimmers of it, but it's going to ramp up. And by the year 1933, every person on Earth is going to be very aware of full disclosure has become clear, and no disputing it. So this week, we're going to have some very big changes. The full moon is going to happen on May 1st, so we've got a week for that. But Uranus is going to be changing in a couple of days. It's a big major transit. We'll spend 7 years in Gemini. It's been in Taurus. And Uranus is an air sign, and it's very quick changes, but it's been in Taurus, which is sluggish and slow. Taurus might be, what is the tarot card, like the page of the page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, the horse that's standing still, I guess, the not moving. It would be Taurus. Taurus is very slow. So it's like the horse is stuck in molasses, or like you're trying to do a sprint in quicksand. It's been holding Uranus back. And so when it goes into Gemini, which is the messenger and all about traveling, communications, electronics, new inventions, unexpected changes that are sudden, often discombobulating and life-changing. And it's going to be in the sign of Gemini, ruled by Mercury, planet of the mind. So we're going to be experiencing, and technology. So that is a perfect example of AI and how AI is going to be changing things, including another thing that is ruled by Mercury, transportation. You may expect some things in travel difficulties and changes, and are going to be happening. And this change occurs on the 25th. Today's the 23rd, 25th or 26th, depending on where you are in the world. But this is the big one, a big change. Now, Uranus does rule seismic activity also, but I'm not foreseeing any big mega quake like the big one, not like that. But there are going to be big shifts in energy, and everyone's going to be feeling it. And I think it's going to be very, very, very interesting. But you're going to have your seatbelt fastened. You see, hearing this, you can understand that after this week, things are going to start speeding up, and it's going to be like a snowball effect. It will start slowly, and then it will be speeding up. So you're going to be ready for it mentally, and it's going to be very interesting. And the Chinese proverb about the most you can ask for in life is that you be born in interesting times. So, hey, you've got the best front row seats, and we're prepared. And you are all light bearers in this group. You would not be here, and you've all chosen to be here, and your presence is very important at this time, and your state of mind, because this time, this period, we're doing away with the old foundation, the rotten things of the past, that we cannot build a new structure of new humanity with things that are rotten and old. The old structure has to be torn away. The perfect image of that is that bulldozer scene tearing down the East Wing and the pile of rubble. Well, now we're going to clear away the rubble and build a new future in which will be built on a foundation of humanitarian kindness, compassion, a civilization that encompasses everyone, taking care of all humanity in a way that has never happened before. So it's a little bit difficult to make this change, but we know, we have faith, we know what is coming, and that these are the necessary changes in order to clear out the stuff that no longer serves for the Great Awakening. So this full moon that's happening this on the 1st of May is going to be happening in Scorpio, in 11 degrees and 20 minutes in Scorpio. And you know, the full moon always represents the completion of the lunar cycle, the most intense point of the lunar cycle, the height and culmination of the lunar monthly cycle. And Scorpio is the most intensely passionate sign, highly emotional. And these emotions can often be hidden, repressed, and like compressed inside of you and not be expressed openly until they reach the eruption point, like volcanic energy. Scorpio is represented by Pluto, and we know that Pluto in the sign of Aquarius, which is the sign ruled by Uranus, you see how the Uranus and Pluto thing is coming together for complete interchange. And it's like the magma from the earth, from Mother Earth, is building up pressure at this point, and is going to be released on the surface of the Earth's mantle. There could be seismic activity, and you know those things can be a sudden. I don't see like great destruction. It's not like Atlantis or anything like that, but there could be some rumblings around the Ring of Fire, and the area of Japan and etc. is kind of under a lot of pressure now. But they have a big warning system over there. They are able to feel the little rumblings that occur before they become important, and they have tsunami warnings and stuff there. But there are going to be some big changes. And the other area, Scorpio and Taurus, is the money axis. It's the financial axis. Taurus being um, the personal assets, and more than money, it's what things that you value, what you really value, and what is important to you. Not just personal wealth and assets, although it does rule that. So you can have changes in the things that are significant, what you feel to be significant. Scorpio rules the 8th house, other people's money, like your home mortgage, insurance, legal awards, and stuff like that. Stock market investments, things of this nature, and big money. So the stock market is a bit really volatile, and you've seen the charts up, down, up, down. It's really crazy. The charts that have been happening in the stock market have been really reflecting this this change. Now, of course, some people are saying, oh, you know, prepare for the future. You're not needing to worry about Armageddon or total destruction, but it's not a bad idea to have some extra supplies in case certain items might be slowed down due to transit difficulties, and we know what that's talking about. It's nothing bad to be prepared, but not in a state of fear. Just being responsible person, a person who thinks things through, but not because you're in fear of things. Because right now, your energy, being the light bearers of the world, you may think, who am I in this kind of a big situation? You are the crucible, the important part. Just one person in this group, and even more when we come together as a group, has a tremendous amount of energy to keep things moving in the positive direction. You would be amazed. What the way you feel is very important right now. The way that you approach this time. So you don't approach it in fear, you approach it in confidence that you understand where things are moving. We're moving toward a really fulfillment of the destiny of humanity, you know, the thinning of the veil so that the spiritual life becomes present all the time in each of us. And you are the light of the world bringing this forward, and your personal feelings are what matters, not the circumstances around you. It's how you feel about it. And as long as you keep confident that we are moving in the direction of positive change, you will have a positive benefit of um, all of these changes that are occurring. You will land on your feet and things will work out in a positive way, and you'll be surprised. You say, wow, I didn't see that coming. You're going to have all sorts of wonderful things flowing to you. So it is not a cause of fear or consternation. It's more like wonderment. Amazing. Sit back and enjoy the show and understand that we are fulfilling our destiny in a spiritual sense because we're approaching a new level of spiritual awareness. Neptune and Saturn together started this change. And at this point, this week, we're having a fixed Grand Cross, which is a sign, with the grand, I'm going to show you the chart in a minute, but with the fixed signs and Pluto and Uranus in there like that, it's a power struggle between a small group of rulers versus humanity at large. And it's time that humanity comes into its own power as and it's tyranny versus democracy really on the societal level. And you've seen the signs, and you've finally seen that things really are crumbling in a way that is good for us. There are certain people that are becoming weakened, and people that have lost their jobs, and other people who've fallen out of favor, and suddenly people are that who were big fans are saying, oh no, we didn't sign up for that. They were lying to us. Things are changing. You can see it, you can feel it, and you know that what I'm saying is true. Before, just a few weeks ago, it wasn't as evident as it is now, but tyranny is on the out and humanity is on the rise. You've seen it in Hungary. You saw a big change in Hungary, right? And the people on the streets, everyone very happy. And it's coming. This movement is a big wave, and it is a tsunami of power. And the Pluto and Aquarius thing, we've been talking about this forever, and astrologers have known about this moment for so many years. We've been really looking forward to it, but it's so have confidence that this time may seem difficult, but start your day with meditation, and everything is in your attitude. It's in the way that you feel. If you can have the smallest acts of compassion or kindness to other people, don't when something may be surprising around you, you say, "Whoa, that's interesting. That's interesting." And you know that it's going to work out in your benefit because you have this attitude of gratitude, of kindness, of love and compassion, and your energy will transform you toward the light, and just don't forget that. Just hang on to that. However, whatever you see, if you're seeing turmoil around you, it's happening for a reason, and it's a tremendous purge so that the rot can be eliminated. We're going to rebuild. So know in your heart, be compassionate, empathic, and loving towards people around you. And there are people on the earth now that it's hard to feel loving toward them, but understand something really important. Let's talk about the attitude of forgiveness, okay? And this may be in your personal relationships with other people, because uh, there could be conflict that arise between you and other people, or what you see in politics and whatnot. But we're headed toward humanitarianism, egalitarianism, and freedom. And something that's very, very important: the truth will prevail. And I want you to think a little bit about the Sabian symbol that of this point of the moon. And I'm going to show you the chart in a minute. But the 12-degree symbol, this is a symbol that was, these symbols were channeled in the 20s, and there was a very great astrologer who lived very close to where Debra's living now. She lives on the coast, or he lived inland a few miles, very close to where I lived. His name was Dane Rudyard, and I had the great pleasure and privilege of meeting him, and I played he was a composer of music, and they had asked me at random to play at the university. They said, "Oh, we want you to play this harpsichord solo." I was the resident harpsichordist, and it's by this guy named Dane Rudyard. And I went, "What? Dane Rudyard is my hero." I had no idea that he lived nearby or that he composed music, but he wrote the book about the Sabian symbols that is really amazing. And this 12 degrees of Scorpio, where this lunation is happening, has this symbol. Listen to this symbol. The symbol is an embassy ball where power masquerades as civility. An embassy ball, like the ballroom, right? The embassy ballroom, the famous ballroom, where power masquerades as civility. How beautiful is that symbol? I mean, it's like really amazing. But that's the symbol of the degree where this lunation is occurring, the full moon. Exactly. Each degree of the zodiac has a symbol, and that's the so there are 360 symbols, and that's the symbol for this May 1st. And what May 1st in America, May 1st is not um, not celebrated like it is in the rest of the world. And I lived in Europe for a long time. May 1st is the big day of the people, power of the people, power to the people. People march in protest, people march in support of trade unions, of workers. It's a big march of everybody goes out into the street to celebrate the power of the people on May 1st. And that's the day this is happening. Believe that. That is very strange. But I'd like you to think about some things that you can do to help ground your energy. You can do some gardening or painting or writing. These energies are creative. They involve Leo, which is the sign of creativity, Scorpio, which is the sign of sexuality, Taurus is ruled by Venus and creative energy. So this is all any creative activities that you could do that bring you joy. It could be cooking, if you do that creatively, or painting, writing, do some exercising, breath work. I'm a musician, so music is what I do, and I do chanting, Tibetan chanting. If you can't do that, humming. They've shown that 60 minutes of just as you're doing breath work, it does amazing changes inside of your body. Dramatic arts, enjoy a good film, do something to bring yourself inner joy and peace, and do not forget this big one, which is the power of forgiveness. All right, the power of forgiveness. I heard a quote this week that I wrote down. I don't know where it came from, but I can't contribute it to myself. I heard this quote and I said, "Oh, I've got to tell this to everyone. It's so beautiful." It was, "Remember the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not a gift you give to whomever you are forgiving. It is actually a gift you give yourself. You are the actual benefactor of forgiveness. And this is the power of love that comes through you. And you dump the negative poison stuff, and you can live in the bliss of love and joy. And what can be better than that?" And I'd like to show you the chart of this week, just briefly to look at it. So this is the chart of the full moon. So Uranus has left the sign of Taurus by next week. Here it is. Uranus is in Gemini. Uranus is in Gemini when this full moon happens. It enters in a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, but we're feeling it's tippy-toeing in there now, and it's going to be approaching Venus, and that's a beautiful thing about relationships and love and joy and artistic creativity and messages, and things are going to start moving very quickly. Where I live on the Pacific area, if you're on the West Coast, look at this, you got Jupiter rising. So I'm going to go out at the moment of the full moon, which is going to be 10:23 a.m., which at 10:23 is my birthday, so I have to go out at 10:23 and look at the horizon to see Jupiter coming up. And I'm going to do that. That is a beautiful thing. And we still have all this Aries, Saturn and Mars and Mercury are in Aries. The sun is moved into Taurus. Neptune is also in Aries, so there's a lot of Aries energy, and that means Mars, 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 and the moon is in Pluto's sign of Scorpio. So that emphasizes Pluto is the upper octave of Mars, so it's very high energy. It's a lot of sexual energy, creative energy, but it's in the spiritual realm, it's the world of rebirth. Rebirth. So for spiritually elevated people, you enter a new level of awareness and you be a different person when this is over. It's really rebirth to a new spiritual realm. So this is happening on the 1st of May, 10:23 a.m. Pacific time. And that is it's so powerful. I'm excited. This is sending us into the realm of the future where humanity is going to have it's going to be so different when Uranus has finished its transit through Gemini. We're going to be living in a different world, and there will be so much big advances. I didn't mean advantages, but advances in technology and things. We're going to have complete you know, we're going to have knowledge from the ETs that is going to help us cleaning the earth, free energy, new means of transportation, AI helping us, but things that are going to be, it's going to be a complete new world. And we're in the throes of the ending of the old. It's a little bit dicey for us, but don't be afraid because fear is the opposite of love. Those are the two energies in the world, fear and love. So step out of the fear into the love, and you are going to sail through it and have a wonderful outcome. And that is the prognosis for the week. We're entering the new world. We really are. It's going to be amazing. Fasten your seatbelt.
Joe says, buckle up. Always at the end. Always at the end, it's like, oh, dumpster fire.
Not a dumpster fire. It's just, the ride is starting.
Oh, man. I've
We're
been
going
on
to
it
speed
for a
up.
while.
Yeah, it's going to speed up, though. I know it seems impossible, but we are going to speed up. You'll say, well, it did speed up. Come back
Amanda,
next week and tell me.
Amanda says, yay, Jupiter. And then she also says, that's very grounding, the power of forgiveness. Absolutely. And Sandra is saying May 1st, the full moon in Scorpio. Also, the March. Will it be safe? Oh, that's her question. Will it be safe?
Marches. I don't know if there are. I don't know about what marches are happening. I know they always happen on May 1st in European countries.
Well, this May 1st is for the working class.
Yeah, it's the working
It
class
isn't just
day.
maypoles and
No, it's working class. It's a working
Yeah.
class holiday. It's to support the people. Power to the
Yeah.
people.
Now,
Yeah.
I did have a couple of questions. Oh, first of all, prayers to Peggy. She said, Peggy,
Peggy Dexmar? Yeah,
she
Peggy.
says, I may be in and out. We are having tornadoes as we speak.
Oh,
And Lalit, by the way, I can't see you.
you can't see me.
No. It's always
No,
a
you
surprise.
can. No, you can. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my screen.
Okay.
I could see. I didn't look over. I have to look over there to see what you see.
Okay. I just got home. So Maria Ruiz says, I just got home from the hospital, fell on my face and knees. I'm Taurus with a Libra rising.
No. Libra, Libra is in if you look at the horoscope over here, for just a second, we'll flash back to it. Libra is the opposite of all this stuff here. Saturn, Mars, and Mercury. And Mercury rules the head. So Mars right near the head area, and you're in opposition to that, and Libra's over here in the opposite. So that's definitely affected. Anything 180 degrees away or 90 degrees either way, like my son is, and he's got Pisces feet area, so it hit him in the foot, it hit you in the face. I'm sorry, but you should be feeling, I hope you're feeling better soon, sweetie.
Yeah, absolutely. What a drag.
Oh man.
Now I have an interesting statement or question from Cynthia, and I'm not sure I understand it enough to answer it or even approach it. That's why I'm bringing it up. Lalit, I can't see you. You really need to.
I did click it. I only clicked once. There we go. I'm sorry.
Okay, good.
I'm
That's
sorry.
all right.
It used to be we clicked once, and I just in the habit, I click once, but I have to click twice. I forget.
You
I'm
mean you
sorry.
don't see, so you don't see us like this?
I see my screen of
Like
where I
this?
control everything, and it changed when I clicked to me, but over there on yours, it
Oh,
didn't.
oh,
It
oh.
didn't. So I had to click
Okay.
twice. It's a
Good.
habit that for
No
years, I
worries.
click once, and I have
And
to
things change. It's
learn.
Saturn. Just blame it on Saturn.
Saturn.
So the question that Cynthia has, which I'd like clarification. Oh, one of my new members are here. Thankfully, hello, thankfully, thank you for joining me.
And Cynthia is born with the Grand Cross. It's very rare.
So her question, why are all these politicians, per se, Trump, Don Jr., Ted Cruz, Jim Jordan, blah, 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 all those, messaging you about your profile signature and money? I do not understand what that question is. So if you could let me know, maybe it'll fit in for tonight. What I'm doing is moving away from politics in general. I'd really like to dish the dirt on the royals, though. Oh my God, I went down that rabbit hole. They are so entertaining, and the numbers that go with the royal family. Oh my gosh! But things are shifting everywhere, and to just harp on what we feel is wrong with it, I feel might be keeping us in a state of despair or desperation when the world really is changing and shifting, and I don't want to miss anything. So, but if I'm curious about that question, actually. So
I understood the question. Maybe I didn't understand messaging. Are you getting requests from politicians for money? Is that what she's asking? Why are they asking for money? Is that the question?
I don't know.
I thought that, as I understood the question, she is getting requests, messaging for money from those particular politicians. But if that's true,
Here it is.
we know they're running scared and they're trying to get up an escape fund.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so here it is. Me neither. You're right. I didn't go that far. I just have no clue why I'm getting all these messages. Surely they know that I'm a Democrat. No, I don't know. It's just a random AI going out to random people, and yeah, see, you got it, Lalit. You win the cookie. You figured it out. Yeah. So, oh my goodness. So as we mentioned
Just
before,
report spam, and that'll block stuff, and then it stops happening.
Oh, that's true. That's what I do. Is anything like that. So we're doing hashtag stars to enter the reading from Spirit. That's good. And then also, I can't do it the second time, but here we are. New time for our show Thursdays. It's going to be still on Thursdays, but at 2 p.m. Every Thursday, 2 p.m. It'll be 3 Mountain, 4 Central, 5 Eastern. Hopefully, this is going to be an easier time for people. I'm going to be celebrating it because I'm just not as good at 6 in the evening or later in the evening, but don't want to share that secret too long. And I'm going to go over to our tool, and I'm going to draw a couple of names. If you're still present, please write that you're present, and if you want to put your birth date in, I can use that as part of the reading. So here we go. And don't worry, there's no music to this. Nothing that's going to stick in your brain. And some people like to have music. Tiffany. Tisdale. Awesome. One more. And we'll just, so if you can put your birth date in there if you want numerology. I also have the cards. And we're going for Donna Zelina. All right, now I'm going to go here and pull this down. Go back to comments. There's so many fiddly little things I need to do all the time. What day again? It's going to be Thursday. Sandra. So we've got Tiffany and Donna Zelina. Tiffany. 2074. Do you have the oracle cards?
Yes, right here.
You want general or numbers? I'm talking to Donna Zelina. She just said present. So I'm going to do Tiffany's numbers real quick here, and you can grab an oracle card and see what her fortune is today.
Do you want me to show you?
Yes.
We get the Archangel Metatron, and the symbol is the Dreamer. It's really corresponding to 0 in the tarot deck, to the Fool. Leap of faith, follow your dreams. Unexpected, that's the key word of the week, by the way. Unexpected, that is the key word of Uranus. Unexpected opportunities. Look at this. Is that beautiful?
I like that.
The Dreamer. Unexpected opportunities. This, honestly, I swear to God, I just pulled this at random. In fact, I don't think this is amazing. And that is exactly what we were talking about for this week. Perfect. Bingo.
Oh, welcome, Hypnicity. Yes, we moved to Thursday. So Tiffany, I've got a 25/7 for you for your life path number. So you are very, very intuitive. And the 25 that makes up the 7 are your life lessons that you need to master to move into the full potential of your 7. And this is really interesting because like a 7 is a people person. No, sorry, you're a quiet seeker. You'd like your alone time. The 5 is an extrovert, jumping around, doing everything like being in the world, physically in the world, moving around. And the 2 is moving into people. So you really, really chose quite a life path. Oh, did you draw a card for her?
Yes, I did. Would you like me to tell?
What you got? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this corresponds to the solar position. We've been talking about the full moon in Scorpio, right? To have a full moon in Scorpio, the sun is in Taurus, and this is relating to like the sun in Taurus. It's page of Earth. Taurus being Pentacles in the tarot deck, page of Earth. And the keywords for this are scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters. Remember, we were saying Taurus represents financial matters. It's the second house of financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study, but some good news in finances.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice. That goes hand in hand with your personal year as well, because your personal year is a 5, meaning that life is going to synchronize up new scenarios, and don't freak out about it. please. And when you go online to say, what does a 5 personal year mean in numerology, don't freak out because it's all, change and all that stuff. It's almost like they describe like the tower energy, and it is not. There's some good stuff that synchronizes up. Being a 7, you're kind of a quiet seeker and you'd like to be on your own. It would be in your best interest to please say yes to things that might be a little bit new. Tiffany says that's the moon is going into my sign. Yeah. So what it is that you need to say yes to more things that come around, and be more outside of yourself. But the good news about that is that you'll have all the tools you need to be able to do it. You'll have confidence. Spirit is going to help you out with all these different things that might be coming around. There's nothing scary happening at all. It's just that for a 7 that likes to have their quiet, the 5 personal year could be sometimes a little chaotic, but hey, you got us. Stick with us. We'll help you through it. But I think it's going to be quite nice. And Donna Zelina, I'm going to bless you and leave you with that. Donna Zelina wanted to have a general. I'm happy to give you a general. First card out is Cups. And it does show here. We're talking about emotions. So this is from your emotions. It looks like you betray yourself at the first sign of trouble, which, when people are under pressure and things like that, you kind of do that. I do have the Devil card reversed, meaning that your obsessive compulsiveness, the idea of things are really going to interrupt your joy. You do have the Magician, so it's in your capacity. It's almost like the mood that either you're in or that's heading your way. The Magician says you can recognize it and move out of it, move away from it. If you choose to move towards, I call it stinking thinking, where everything's kind of a drag. You can't move fast enough, or movement is impaired, and that gets you down. So I've got 2 wands reversed too. You don't feel like you're mobile enough. Try and change your mind about that. You don't have to do anything more or less, but when that I'd hate to say the word victim, because we are a lot of times it just feels like life gives you you're a victim, but you've got everything you need to choose differently this coming week to something that might bum you out, and things are going to turn out quite well. Whether you take heed of this advice or not, it will come out quite well. What'd you get?
I got a card representing justice, like the major arcana. And the keywords are fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Boy, we have a lot of examples of people today in public life. We see those people who are not standing up for their beliefs, not doing what they know is right, and they know it's not right. And those people are going to be paying consequences for that, but you're not going to be in that camp, because you are going to be doing what you know is right and fair and just, standing up for your beliefs, and the Archangel Raguel is on your side.
Awesome. Guess what I did after I said it?
You didn't.
Marby, I'm so sorry. I missed you. Marby gave me a donation privately, so it didn't show up in my chat here. I appreciate that. I said I'm going to read you first, and
that's what you said to me before we started.
I know. Well, I
said it clearly to me, but then I wasn't thinking either.
No, when it gets this late, I'm going to blame it on the late time.
Yeah. Next week, no more boo-boos next week.
Right, I've got to be. So here, thank you, Marby, for your donation. Yeah, and you should have been first. So let me just move into this. I'll do a very quick. So it does look, I do have the Nine of Swords around you right now, and coming up from something sad that brought you some concern. You feel, you might even feel a little betrayed or something like that. But you know what? That is going to be so short lived. This feeling of betrayal or being bummed out. You know, this, the Wheel of Fortune is always turning. Things get rotten and then things get really good, and all of that. So understand that you have enough. This is the coolest part. I have the Seven of Pentacles, and I say the cards in case you want to Google that. The Seven of Pentacles, meaning that you ride on what you already have planted. You're reaping what you've already sown. So all the things that you have learned in your spiritual life, uh, it makes you buoyant and when life dishes stuff up. So I do see here moving into the traditionals, because the Hierophant tells me there's a protocol and ritual you like to do. This is probably a good week to go ahead and do your rituals. And then you do have strength under pressure. You might not feel like it, but there it is there. And what did Lalit get?
Well, I got a card representing the Knight of Water. That'd be the Knight of Cups. Now, we were talking about Scorpio being romantic, sensual, sexual kind of energy. This is emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and also contemplative. But there's, love is the love and emotions. And look at the guy riding the wave there, the wave of representing the emotional nature inside of each of us. And we were just talking about love being the answer, and you are full of love and emotion. You
Yeah.
are full of that, full of this. So that's a beautiful look.
That is a beautiful
Ride the
card.
wave, Knight
It's
of
lovely.
Water.
Very lovely. And thank you for forgiving me for forgetting you. Okay, remember hashtag stars is for our to be a winner. And this giveaway tool is at random. There's no conspiracy. So here we go, another couple. Again, if you want the numbers, put your birth date there. If not, I'll just give you a general.
And for Marby, it wasn't a mistake. It was just so that she could time so she could get the right answer.
Yeah.
Not a mistake.
That's right. It's right. It's synchronized up. Thankfully, my new member is going to have a reading, and one more. Salama, you're next. And this is great. Let me just check one thing out. Oh, shoot. Okay. I was trying to remember your number, Lee, your life path number, but I can't think of it right now. Okay, so thankfully, I'm just seeing here if your numbers, see, I forgot what your number is. I just can't remember it. Nonetheless, the general reading is this. I've got the Knight of Swords, which means thoughts. It means thinking. So the next several cards are going to tell me thinking about what? What are you thinking about? Right? And it's so some of the things that happened or will be happening or is happening this week is going to move into asking you, you're going to feel something is taken from you with the Seven of Swords. And I do have the Ace of Cups here, which is love. So I'm not sure if you're going to need to change plans on something that you had planned for with your family. With that being said, I see that the future you have in your mind is now a little, that was clear last week, may not be as clear this week. Again, the the Wheel of Fortune is always turning. The good news about this reading, I know it feels a little iffy, but the ground is moving a little for you, is the 10 of Wands reversed. 10 of Wands upright, meaning you're doing for everybody. You're worrying about everybody. And remember, the first one out was these swords. So that means it's your thinking. So you're doing a heavy lift with your thinking. It does come in reversed. So it feels like you are disciplined enough to say, okay, I'm going to not think about this and concentrate on this. And you'll get focused really fast. So that 3 of Wands reversed is going to go upright when you take off the burden of worrying about other people this week.
This one is very beautiful. I think this is the 9 of water, 9 of cups. Now look at the beautiful mermaid, and then you see that all under the surface of the water are all these little cups. I don't know if you can see them. They're famous. They're under the surface of the water next to the mermaid. I need to move it the other way. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see these little cups under the surface of the sea? And there's a mermaid there. So there's 9 of cups here. That's a beautiful one. And your wish comes true.
Yeah.
Concerns fade away, and a love of life. Wishes fulfilled, and it's a love of life. So
right.
this is a happy ending to the story.
Absolutely. Yeah, it looks really quite nice for you, dear. So we have Salama, and I'm going to do a general for you. Again, with thinking, everyone's overthinking things these days. I do have the Hangman reversed. And I'm just going to tell you what I see here. It looks like there's going to be someone you disagree with, and you're going to be really, really stoic about your side of things. I'm not going to talk you out of not being that way, because we go into these lessons the way it's supposed to. But if you were to move into the chaos with your rigid thinking, it looks like there's going to be arguments either this week or later on, a little later on. So understand we need to think outside the box. In other words, look at your perspective about things, and then in a meditation or do their numbers or something like that, and you can back up from everything and see it from their point of view. If you insist on standing by and defending your position, bravo, that's fine. You're going to be fine either way. It's just that one side is a little more peaceful than others, but you're going to survive it very well. What did you get?
Well, it's the Queen of Water, the Queen of Cups. So it's very empathetic and loving. Your inner nature, your true inner nature, being extremely empathetic, and it showing that your relationships can develop to a new level of tenderness and trust. Trust your intuition. You need to care for yourself, love yourself, and if you can't love others properly until you love yourself first. So I think you're going to work on feeling love for yourself. God loves you. You're part of all that is, and you're necessary. All that is not all that is without you. That's how important you are.
That's right.
So
I like the way that came out.
Yeah.
All right, we have time for a couple more. We're going to draw again. Amanda. Okay. And then again. Maria Ruiz. So can you, is Amanda here? Maria Ruiz, sorry, it gets late. My goodness, oh my goodness. So are you here, my friends? Amanda, Maria? Sometimes it takes a little while. Let me go back and to the giveaway tool. See what happens. Excuse me. Looks like they needed to leave. CJ, are you here? I think you are. I think you just came in not too long ago. Yes, right there. You just came in. So let's go ahead and do CJ and then wait to see if the others come in. Yay, I know you're here, sweetheart. Wonderful, CJ and cats. I love that. First card out is Wands. Second one is Wands. So you know that we're talking about action, right? And it looks like you may have a fleeting moment. You were lurking. I love that. Of giving up on something. But Spirit is right there telling you you can finish it. With the 9 of Wands, the message for that is don't give up. Success is right around the corner. So it came in reverse. Basically, the message loud and clear. Hi, Salima. I'm glad you're there. Loud and clear is to don't give up. That is the biggest thing. You are so bright and so your thinking is sharp and everything. So you can do it. And a lot of times we decide to give up when we're tired. You know, it's been too long of a day or something. So get some sleep and enjoy the next week or so. Just don't give up, my dear.
I got this card, the Archangel Jophiel. It's showing a false sense of entrapment. You know that tarot card where the lady's surrounded by, she feels trapped, but she's blindfolded and she's not really trapped. So it's false sense of entrapment. You're not really trapped. You are free to move about the cabin. So you need to you're rid of your fear-based thoughts and emotions, and you'll be free because you're not really trapped as you feel that you are now. You're not. You're free to go. So it's in your mind.
Did I read for Salima? Maria is here. Okay. I don't know if I read for you and I crossed it out.
Selena Donna. If it was Selena Donna, you did.
No, this is Salima Whitnot. Anyway, I think I did. Did you come in just now and think that, because I did read for I don't know. This is a hard time of night for me. I'm so sorry. So,
but that's why we're moving. We'll be in better shape.
Yeah, we have to. I have to. This is too hard, Salima. So I'll hurry up and do Maria and Salima. Again, I'll throw some cards for Salima. Maria first. Ace of Wands, new action. You need to do some new action. Oh, this is so cool. I love this. This is like dancing kind of card. So it's the Ace of Wands means a new action. You're good. Brand new action. It's immediately going to give you praise. Absolute praise. I also have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, how good can you get? How good can you get this? So what I'm saying is this, stick with it. I've got the Eight of Pentacles. You're good at what you do. Don't have any doubt, but definitely there's a new action coming. That's going to be the first domino over to this wonderful reading. That means new pentacles, new grounding energy, and new love and passion. So bravo. This is a great message for the week ahead. What did you get?
The high priestess. So you're going to listen
Oh,
to
yeah.
your intuition and have patience, and your intuition will lead you correctly, and you will have, after you've considered things, you will act with good results.
Salima, did you come in late? I'm so confused. Oh, bless you, and leave you with that. Okay, Salima, real quick. What have you got here? Pentacles is the first one out. It looks like you're not giving up what you need to give up. So the message for this one is, I have the death card, meaning that there was a natural ending for something. Like my older car, my last car, there was a natural ending for my last car. But because I couldn't give it up, I loved it so much, I put a bunch of money in it, and then it died the next month. So be truthful with what you need to give up. It looks like there is a wonderful King of Cups coming in, someone passionate that will guide you well. You're moving into calmer waters as well. Stay away from, this is a King of Wands reverse, so stay away from a man that is too angry, too anxious. I mean, I've got a couple of kings here coming in for next week, meaning that you're going to have one that you're going to feel, comfortable with, and one that's going to drive you kind of nuts. Just be wise and choose, if it's a workman or something like that, choose the one that resonates the best. What'd you get?
The Six of Earth here in this representation is showing you are going to be receiving some kind of gifts. They might be not necessarily money, but it could be someone giving you some effort, helping you out, giving you gifts of time or work, or it could be money, something that will make whatever it is that you need and value is going to arrive.
That's right.
Gifts arriving. So
yeah,
that's good.
Sweet dreams, Donna. Thanks for coming in. I know it's late for you. So she says, yes, I've been jobless for 6 months. Oh, that's hard. And got new. So you must have gotten a new opportunity for work or something like that. That's awesome. The wind is at your back, girl. So with that, we are going to, it is a job offer. Awesome. I'm so happy for you. Oh gosh. I'm so happy for you. So things are looking up. All is well. All is well. Finally, 6 months. That's hard.
Wow.
So hard. Yeah. So I'm going to bless everyone and leave you with that. Thank you so much. All my members, I love you. Thank you so much. It really does help me out with my, it really does help me out with my passion of writing, because I'm not earning when I'm writing. So night, Cynthia. And have a blessed week yourself. So, and also for everyone that showed up, I was very happy that you came. And again, next week, we are going to be still on Thursday, but it's going to be at 2 p.m. Pacific.
So Cynthia will arrive a little late. You can catch the reading and then rewind it for the astrology stuff.
Yes. Oh, you got my Donna. I think, I checked my, Donna says, yes, I have your new book. I wrote another book. It's just a little pocket book. And I saw on my KDP on the dashboard that I sold one. It just came out a couple days ago that I sold one. I thought, it hasn't even been out that long. And here you it was you. Thank you so much, dear. I really appreciate you. Until next week, everyone stay safe. We're all going to be fine, getting through everything. And thank you for that. You're amazing. I'm in love with my community.